Weird. iOS app won't let me send messages. Outside right now.
That is very weird indeed, Yost. Welcome in to a bonus Friday stream. I'm surprised that Karen read out iOS correctly. And she pronounced it as iOS and not EOS. I am no longer very down with the sickness, Rugmat. Also, Rugmat, welcome in. Congratulations, by the way, T. Drayson, on being first. But if you don't like being timed out, then you should have considered whether you wanted to be first. Those two things are somewhat in parallel. So yeah, there was no warning about being timed out. That's true. There is no warning about being timed out. That's part of the fun when you roll the dice for first. But Rugmat, congratulations on being not first today. Good to see all of you. And yeah, I don't know, Yost, what's going on with the iOS Twitch app. I hope it works better. Do I have any butter? I do not. I heard Panther has butter on her stream. Is that possible? I heard that she's launching something today as well. It's Friday. It's launch Friday. Launch day Friday. Yes, I did the same stream title as Panther because I am also, or have also launched something today. Howdy, Fafin. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Very good to have you on stream. I need to adjust one thing. Because that was annoying me. Does butter make a better stream? I would say butter probably smooths the stream out, if anything. I like butter would allow the stream to glide better into Twitch's servers. So like when you take your stream in OBS and then you put like butter on each side, you know like when you're making a cake and you butter the pan, right? So you take your stream in OBS and you add butter around the edges, and then when the stream goes to Twitch's servers, it's more smooth that way. And bonus side effect is that your stream tastes better too. So Salmon, your launches are independent events. Yes, they are completely independent from each other. We did not coordinate whatsoever. Zero coordination, Fafin. Completely unrelated. They not even in the same realm of of what they're about. I will go into more detail about what I launched in a moment. Once we, get started and do the blah blah and all the usual stuff at the beginning. How are you doing, Fafin? It feels like I saw most of you yesterday already. Because I was streaming less than 24 hours ago. Stream tastes better, but you're already a total snack. Thank you, Fafin. I appreciate that.
Betty bought some butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter.
Ooh.
So Betty bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. But the better butter Betty bought was still bitter. So Betty bought some even better butter to make the bitter butter better. But try as she might, Betty couldn't find any butter that wasn't bitter. So she gave up on making the bitter butter better and settled for the bitter butter instead. Wow.
Karen is very talented at pronouncing long words and complicated words. Hi, Yost. I see your test message. Oh, hi. Hello, V-Whiskey. Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you. That's right. I have a a thing that I'm selling for the first time. My first digital product ever that I've created. I've made things before, but never for sale. And now I've actually done something for sale, which is kind of interesting. Yost is on his way back home. No sushi in his pocket, but he does have a small pouch of kimchi. I hope it doesn't stink too much. I hope it's not too stinky. I do like kimchi, but it smells very strongly. So you have to be very aware of what you're doing when you handle kimchi. And no, I am not selling shoe pictures, T. Drayson. I'm not selling shoe pictures. I'm actually selling code. Doing okay, just petting some cats. They're very demanding. I want to see who I'm talking to, I guess. Well, Fafin, I hope you say hello to your cats for me. Hello, Fafin cats. Still closed. Not sure what to make with it yet. You could, I don't know, could throw some sushi in like some noodles or something. Kimchi, not sushi. Throw some kimchi into some noodles, fry up some noodles. What else could you do? There's quite a few things I think you could do with kimchi. The Whiskey, Matty Two Shoes, last I joined your stream, you were in a pool on a vacation. Is that true? Was it this? Was it that? Was I at a pool? Because that's actually the pool at my house. That's actually the pool on my roof, Whiskey. You know what's funny is the pool actually just opened again on Monday. So we might have another pool stream this year. Who knows? Thinking of something with rice and chicken and some bell peppers. Yeah, that could work. So T. Drayson, the pool is closed over winter. They closed the pool over winter because it's not heated. It's not a heated pool. So basically, who would swim when it's like -7 degrees outside? I mean, I would. I think it has something to do with insurance, from what I understand. As usual in Switzerland, we have very interesting reasons for doing things. Vacation to the backyard roof. Exactly. Yes, 23 degrees today. It was actually pretty warm, Rugmat. It was actually pretty warm today, not gonna lie. You can see here like the slight red. The reddish hue. Remember that word, by the way, hue. That's gonna be very important later. I have something very exciting to try out on stream with all of you. Courtesy of Atom. But we'll get to that in a moment. Perfect temperature for ice baths. The Polar Bear Club. Yeah, exactly. There's so many people that could benefit from... Yeah, there's so many people that could benefit from cold pools. But they... I don't know, they just decided not to keep it open. So it's basically the pool is open like from May till September, which is pretty short. It's a pretty short season, but it is nice. It is nice to use. In the summer, typically I'll just go up, jump in, rinse off quick. I mean, rinse, jump in, dry off for like 5-6 minutes, and then come back downstairs, and I feel super refreshed, you know. There's still a huge delay on the drop game, by the way. I haven't been able to figure out why. But that's a thing now. We have delay on the drop game. I use the ice plunge pool at my club after a workout. It's amazing. Wow, T. Drayson. Ice plunge. That sounds quite hardcore. What's so amazing about Switzerland? Not much, but the flag is a big plus. You know, T. Drayson...
What are the odds?
I would laugh at the flag is a big plus joke, but it's been a bit overdone. It has been a bit overdone. Ice baths still possible in winter. You could transform directly into a buff guy. Ooh, is that so? So if you take ice baths, do you get swole? Is that like automatic? Do you just get massive gains from taking ice baths? Very interesting. It's been real hot here. 15 Celsius over seasonal, but it's cooled down a little. Ruckmat was at 30 in Yeg too. I'm near Prince George on the other side of the mountain. Oh, that's right. Fafin and Ruckmat, you're both in Canada. Very interesting. I love how I have viewers from all over the world. It's really cool. Which brings us to today's first topic of the stream. I don't know if you know how the stream normally starts. Yes, 90 million lumens. Thank you for blinding me. Not only 90 million lumens, but also the meme of the day. Recovery is great. You still have to lift a lot. Oh, I see. If your VPN holds up, you'll tune in from China. When is that, Yost? During the summer? I think you have to use city codes, T-Jason, to get the weather from Rugmat's bot. So yeah, oh, the North Pole is 16 degrees Celsius. Doesn't that seem a bit warm? Shouldn't the North Pole be a lot colder? Or is that just me? I'm very confused. You're flying out on May 31st. Oh, so we've still got time, Yost. We've still got time. So if I did a pool stream in the next 11 days. Screw up everybody's Twitch recommendations again by changing the category to hot tub pools and beaches. Like V-Whiskey. V-Whiskey, what made you come back? What made you come back to the stream today? I'm curious. Of course, it's great having you here. I'm just curious what brought you from hot tubs, pools, and beaches back to, you know, this, whatever this is. Today's a party. Today's a launch party. He was hoping to see your two shoes. Ah, darn. That's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Although it's 3:15 a.m. right now in China, so maybe time zones are not in my favor. Ooh! Yikes. That is, that's not a great time difference, Yost. Are you saying I should change my schedule just for you? So, you had lots of coffee this week in Milan, T. Drayson. How was Milan? That is very impressive. That is, that's super cool. Milan. Italy is always very exciting. I was very close to Italy last weekend at my parents'. They live right on the border of Switzerland and Italy. It was awesome. I visited the Starbucks roastery. Wait, so Starbucks has their own roastery in Milan? That's very interesting. Hi, Dave. Welcome back, Dave, to the stream. Good to see you. Did you have to, like, they have 6 in the whole world. Okay. Did you have to reserve beforehand to get, like, a tour? Or how does that work? Not that I'm very interested for me, because I don't drink coffee. I actually despise coffee. I'll send you a doodle with acceptable stream times. VIP status finally coming in handy. Look, we can do out of hours streams just for China. Yeah. I added to my Starbucks You Are Here mug collection. Wait, so how many mugs do you have, T. Drayson? Too hot, too early. We had so much snow, but it was gone in April, and it's dry as heck. Worried about wildfires. Oh my gosh. No, look it up. It's a glorified coffee shop with beans being roasted. Like 10 plus Starbucks. That's a lot of merch. That's a lot of merch. Speaking of merch, if you want to go grab some cool merch, you can go over to White Panther's site and get yourself some merch. Oh no. Have I been outed? It seems I've been outed. I think I've...
Verily,
what an absolute buffoon. I mean, it is launch day for Matty as well. This is the thing.
In the realm of
Matty did launch a product
as expressed in the language of Shakespearean times. In the realm
but how
of
dare you steal my stream
queries,
title? Please clip that and send it to him so he can play it on his stream.
Information. Pray, in the left join. The leftmost table is the star, wherein all its records are kept intact, and only those from the right table that matcheth be included. However, the right join...
Karen, what are you on about? What are you... Karen, what are you on about? Steffi, did you have anything at all to do with outing me? But it is launch day for me too. It's a great stream title. And who's to say I didn't set up my stream title first and Panther stole my stream title? So you should be clipping this because actually the truth is I didn't steal White Panther's stream title. I set the stream title way earlier today and Panther stole it from me. And you can check in this, and you can check in the stream API if you want to confirm with that. But I set my stream title before Panther went live. So who's the real title thief? Who's the real title thief? Don't worry about it. I have no idea what time is going to be like out there. Luckily, I've been to Beijing half a dozen times. I have a to-do list entry to send a pic to the Discord. Yeah, are you allowed to use Discord in... Are you allowed to use Discord in China? I know they have like a couple things banned. Steffi saying maybe is an admission of guilt. just so you're aware. But Panther is right. It is launch day for both of us for completely unrelated reasons and purely by coincidence. But we are indeed launching something today as well. But before we launch, and we're not launching a nuclear missile, before we launch, it is worth going through the motions of the stream. And everybody knows, how do we start the stream? There's the tradition. There's the one thing that we can't miss without starting the stream. We need to start the stream with it because it doesn't feel right if we don't have it. And that's right, T. Drayson, it is the meme of the day. Today's meme of the day is an appreciative meme for all of you. Wouldn't surprise me if Discord's blocked too. VPNs usually work, except during major political events where they like to flex their ability to turn that tap off too. I see, Yoast. Wow, great firewall of China doing its thing. Today's meme is an appreciative meme founded in science, which is that the pupil of your eye can expand over 45% when you see something that you love. And when I see Twitch chat, when I see all of you in the community, that doesn't mean that you have to be writing in chat, by the way. It's just Twitch chat is representative for you as a community. My pupils get dilated. They expand because I appreciate all of you. I wouldn't be doing this if it was just me talking to a monitor. I think there has to be something on the other side at some point. I know there are people that do stream to 0 viewers repeatedly for a very long time. But I don't think I could do that. I think I'm being outed on Panther's stream right now. I think I'm being outed.
What a cute bunny.
Question mark. Oh, okay. So Karen can't read Chinese characters? That's interesting. I think I'm being outed on Panther's. I think I'm being outed. This looks like I'm being outed. Steffi, are you playing both sides of the table right now? Steffi. It looks like I'm being accused of something right now. It looks like I'm being accused. Let's listen to this. I need to hear the accusations.
Point to make it like you're not like being aggressive. That's aggression. Matty, 2 shoes. Aggression. I've got this one. Got this one. I need more sound effects. I need to spend a week dealing with my studio and my shitty setup. Everything will be fine. But I don't have time for that. Because we are... right, has anyone tested any more? And has anyone found any stuff? I don't need to clip for that, I just a minute.
This is great.
Oh, Dan.
This is peak streaming.
Oh, yeah, you might as well. I'll take it. I mean, you know, everyone needs money. I'll take money.
Peak streaming. Peak streaming. Panther calling me uptight. That tracks. That tracks. So this is for all of you. The meme of the day is for all of you today. You had to go audio only for one stream because the signal isn't great. Oh, Fafin. 0 viewers me. I'm here for your rivalry. She's got the English accent. You'll never win against that. That's true. My accent is like international dialect. I can't really... I can't really speak any differently. I mean, that's not true. I can put on accents, but then people might accuse me of being, you know, racist or etc, etc. Because if it's not your background, it feels a bit wrong to do fake accents. I don't know. But I'm able to do certain accents as a joke. I just don't think I will do it on stream. Let's put it that way. But I cannot do a very good British accent. I've been laughed at for that in the past. So what is it that I'm launching today? And because this is a bonus stream, it's completely unplanned. We have very little agenda. I do have one thing I'd like to do. And that is I'd like to share with you what this thing is and why it's interesting and what's the point. So without further ado, this is what I have launched. I have launched a store. What's in the store, you ask? Well, currently, there's only one product in the store. But it is possible that within the coming weeks or months, there will be more products in the store. I probably won't sell things like pictures of my shoes or pictures of feet or anything like that in this store. This will probably be a store more for professional items that I create or whatever you want to call that. And the first product, Rust for Data Analysts ebook. Yeah, like books, ebooks, if I would decide to write an ebook. I don't know if I would really decide to do that. Feet pics are for OnlyFans. No, it's for only feet, but I don't know if that exists actually. Anyway, so I've launched my first product. Why have I launched a product? Well, because my goal is to help analysts do their job. You're not going to sell bathwater. No, Forex, I am not going to sell bathwater. It's irresponsible to sell bathwater. It's full of bacteria. Has no one ever considered that it's just dirty to sell bathwater? Why would you sell bathwater to someone? Swiss cooking. I could sell like cool recipes here or something. I don't know. No, the point is that I want to help analysts do a better job at asking better questions and getting stakeholders to get better outcomes from their data. And so one thing that has annoyed me for a long time has been going from a raw data set to an analysis for things that are repetitive, for things that you do a lot, is really annoying because you just keep writing the same code over and over. It's kind of like HTML boilerplates for the dev world. And so actually there are things that you can do to standardize SQL, even though data is very different. What is a shoey kit? Paffin, I don't know what a shoey kit is. So what did I do? I decided to create my first digital product around one of the most complicated things to do, but it can be standardized completely, and that is a cohort analysis. How many of you don't know what a cohort analysis is? Because I'm happy to explain what it is, because I think it makes more sense to also talk about what a cohort analysis is in order for this to make sense. Yeah, but Maddie could be importing Shui to Europe and cornering the market. Okay, I need to know what Shui is. Is it a bad thing? Shui. What is a Shui in Australia? Having a celebratory drink out of a shoe. Oh my gosh. That's a thing? What? What? Oh, that is... Oh, that's weird. I might not be the target audience, but based on the description, I needed a more concrete example of what this is. The example screenshot was tiny, and you can't click on it for more. That is true, but very good feedback, Yost. Thank you. I added the screenshot because I got feedback that it wasn't tangible enough what it is. So, how should I pronounce cohort correctly? How would you like to call cohort? Cohort? Cohort. A cohort is a group. That's what it is. Speaking of unsanitary product sales like bathwater, have a shoey, mate. Cohort. So the emphasis needs to be on the CO. Okay. Cohort. Cohort. But what if you're in cohorts with each other? Or no, isn't that cahoots? No, I'm not sure. Okay, so this is how it works, okay? You have a group of something. It could be people, so users. Could be products. It could be pages. Could be content pages. It could be anything that you can identify as a group. What about cohorts in GA4 exploration? What do you mean by your question, Forex? What do you mean by that question? Welcome to you, Ian. So, essentially, if you group things together, then you can track them over time. Let's do a little drawing experiment, chat. Let's do a little drawing together, okay? So let's say that I was going to measure... Cahoots is right. You can also cohort with each other. Ah, so there is both words, exactly. So I wasn't confused. So let's imagine that I'm tracking all of you from Twitch chat, all of people connected to my stream, okay? So you are basically Twitch chatters, okay? Now imagine that right now we're in May, and we want to create a cohort, a group of May chatters, okay? So we're going to call this group May C. Now, what I can do is I can say, how many people are in this group? How many people, for the first time that they chatted, okay? Or did they do this thing? It doesn't have to be the first time, but how many people did this thing in that period? This is period 0, okay? Because we're looking at months right now. How many people are in here? I'm going to say there's 150 people in here, okay? Is this the start of some multi-dimensional matrix maths? No, it's super simple stuff, okay? It's super simple, I promise. I'm going to unchroma key because it's going to be easier to see. So you have 0, and that's like month 0 or period 0. And what I can do is as that period goes on, I can track that group on its own against the original membership. Do I have a store link? Yeah, there should be a link to the store in the store. You just go to store.maddie2.shoes, and it's the only product in there right now. So essentially, if this group was 150 in May, in month 1, which would be June, this group went to 141. Now again, we're only counting the people who were originally in the group in May. And then the group goes to like 139, and then maybe 138, and then maybe goes to like 110. And this basically goes on for as long as you want. This section here is one cohort. And what you do is you do this for multiple different ones. And what you get is what's called a cohort analysis. That analysis allows you to see, on the simple version, okay, if we look at periods, okay, you can basically see, if we want to color this a little bit, okay, some of these will have a line that goes like this, okay, because their cohort will decrease over time. And some of them will stay stagnant, but some of them might just completely drop off, right? And so basically what you're looking for is what's the difference between all of these different groups? Do some of them drop off quickly? Do some of them take a long time to drop off? Why is that? And you basically track this metric. We all learned a bit about cohorts on 2020. Yeah, exactly. So the idea behind a cohort analysis is creating this table. Can you get this on a t-shirt? I don't know, Yost. We don't sell any merch right now. The typical use case for a cohort analysis is retention. Yes, V-Whiskey, that's the link, exactly. Do you have, the link isn't working. Do you not receive this? What do you see when you open this? What happens when you go there? Doesn't work for you? It should work. I'm not logged in. Is it a region problem for you? Or do you get some kind of error? That's very weird. Shouldn't be. Gumroad is international. Gumroad is 100% international, so there shouldn't be any issues there. That's a bit strange. So, the idea is we can standardize the way that this table gets generated, regardless of which data that you're using. So regardless of whether you're looking at products, regardless of whether you're looking at subscriptions, whether you're looking at Twitch chatters, it doesn't matter. You can standardize that process by writing code in such a way, by writing SQL in such a way that you write fields as variables. Now, there's a big difference between writing actual variables and fields in SQL. Actual variables are what are called declarative, and you need to put them at the top of a SQL statement. And you can only do that you can only really do that if you understand what you're doing. I've chosen a slightly different approach, which I'll show you. T. Drayson says, Maddie, I need you to change your Friday night streams. You overlap with Salma. Why don't you tell Salma to change her stream time? Because I was here first. This was my slot. People can stream at the same time, TD. Everybody can stream at the same time. So basically, this is what an example looks like. And Yost, thank you for the feedback about the screenshot. I'm gonna have to blow that up a little bit more. So this is what the screenshot looks like. This is what an example table looks like. But you know why someone streams late now? Have some respect. Salma's kind of a big deal. Yeah, Salma is kind of a big deal. I would totally understand if you all wanted to leave and just watch Salma. It totally makes sense to me. So this is what the table actually looks like. And it actually very important is that we only look at the top half. See if I can get this the right way. So this here, roughly. Oops. Sorry. This part. Okay. The top half, easy. Hi, Dumpster Dev. Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you. We're not going to raid Panther yet. We will. It's a great line. Thank you, Bad Cop. So if you look at the top part here, just this section here, okay, you can see that this is one cohort. This is called the Week 48 2017 cohort, because this is a cohort of 181 items, people, users, whatever, that did something that started doing something in that week, and then we actually track them over a 10-week period. We could raid Panther and then restart stream. Please use a ruler. Oh my gosh, are you being so savage about my lines? Would you track your Western Canadian viewership like this? Do you break down Western Canadian viewership by attendance by month, time of connection, retention by group of Western Canadians by ratio of attendance to better track outliers and overall retention? I could track particular groups of people from places, but we would need to get that information from you because Twitch doesn't provide that. So basically, if you see here, we have a 10-week period, which is why there are 11 lines, 11 rows. So the first row is always 0. So in contrary to what you saw here, which is what I was drawing before, where you have month 0, 1, 2, and then you have cohort 1, cohort 2, etc. In contrary to that, I've just done the raw output for the step that you need before that. The graph expands over time like the universe. So basically here, in the beginning, there's 181 users active of the 181 cohort size, which is 100% of the cohort. But you see here, over the course of 10 weeks, it goes down to 86%. Now, it can go up and down. This is what is confusing. A cohort, people can come back again. So not only do you have the case that it goes down, right? So you have month 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have 100%. You always have 100% in month 0. 95%, but then you could have 98% here. So it could actually go like this, down, and it could go back up again. If they decide to do things again that qualify them for the criteria that you're using. All of this is to say, it's a very complicated way of explaining that. Instead of you having to do this, I have done all of this work for you over the last 3 months. This would be a better sales pitch over a lunch. Lunch day? No, it's launch day. Launch. Also, hi Jay Walter, welcome back. Lunch with Maddie. You can have lunch with me if you like. If you're in Zurich, we can go have lunch. You'd like to have lunch. So I've done all the work for you. I've done all the work for you over the last 3 months, probably 50 plus hours of work. You can download for a low price of 59 francs or more. You can pay more if you like. You can download a template that produces this exact table for you from BigQuery data. Currently, there's only a BigQuery version. If you want a different version, I could definitely maybe make a different version, but I would need to convert a few formulas and things like that, functions. Essentially, it produces this table for you so that you can go off and you can do everything afterwards. You can make your charts and do all of your analysis and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's so cool about this, is that it also runs out of the box because I use an example public data set from BigQuery for bicycles. This table here is actually these 181 cohort size. This is actually bicycles. Googling flights. I'll bet it's 12 hours in the air at least. Fafin, it's probably going to be at least 12, yes. You're near Zurich, only about 5,700 miles. Really, bad cop? 5,700 miles in kilometers. 9,000 kilometers away. Yeah, that's close. That's super close. How you doing, bad cop? How you doing? So I've done all the work for you. Now, I'm not going to show you the template today, just like that. I'm going to do something much better. Much better. Because I got a great idea today from the founder of this tool. Does anyone know what this tool is? Because I've talked about it before, Talked about it on stream quite a few times. This is count.co. And it is a free to use tool. They do have a free tier. But what's amazing is I have connected BigQuery and I have essentially, let me just open this up. The idea that I could create a template using what I've written already in my SQL template. I could make this into a count template and sell the count template with all the visualizations and everything done with drop-down fields and everything. You could describe the work better. How many queries, how many lines of code? You mean everything that it says here on the side? This part. A single SQL file for cohort analysis, supported metrics, cadence options, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. 230 lines of code, 7.83 kilobytes. How do I convert CHF to real money? So, bad cop, CHF is actually very real money. It's extremely real money. It is Swiss franc, and the Swiss franc is very strong currency. So, I can't recommend trying to convert Swiss franc to anything else. If you have Swiss francs, I would probably hold on to them for the moment. Not financial advice, by the way. Yeah, I would hold on to the Swiss francs if you have them. But Yoast, yeah, I've added like a few details here. The idea is that you don't need to worry about the details of the cohort analysis. You don't need to understand the intricacies of it. You just get to use the template and save yourself all of the work that you would need to get to the point where you can actually make a cohort analysis yourself. So that I think that's worth. How the heck do you spell Swiss with a CH? Haha! You want to know? That is because Switzerland's official name is Confederatio Helvetica. Confederatio Helvetica is the official name. Or in English, Swiss Confederation. You live in a font? No! But Helvetica is from Switzerland. That's true. I do not live in a font, though. What an odd question. Do I live in a font? No, I don't live in a font. If I lived in a font, it would probably be Lato or Roboto. I like both of those. Also, Swiss franc, aka Toblerone dollar, is not true because Toblerone isn't made here anymore. First you buy Toblerone chocolate for euros and then you exchange it with local people from the funny paper. Exactly. So I'm going to start a new canvas. I'm going to start a new canvas. Where am I going to put this? Stream stuff. I'm going to start a new canvas. Okay, but who is Frank? What do you mean, Frank? You live in a confederated font. What does that even mean? Confederated font. What does that even mean? Confederated font? Bad cop, I don't understand. Frank who? Swiss franc? It's Frank with a C. How dare you? How dare you? Who is Swiss franc? Is that my cousin? I wish Swiss franc was my cousin, because then I would be extremely wealthy. You live in the Isles of Comic Sans. Hey, Comic Sans is a fairly dyslexia-friendly font. It's not the most dyslexia-friendly, it's a bit of a misnomer. So let me show you something, okay? I'm going to sneak peek the file for you. This is what the template looks like. This is what the template looks like, okay? What's the most dyslexia friendly? Papyrus? Yeah, for sure, definitely. So this is the full template. It's 230 lines. And basically, you have these editable areas where you can change things. Welcome to the chat, Frank Two Shoes. You can change things in the things here. You can basically change the cadence, you can change the period, and then at the end you can change how things are named, and you have to select which fields you want to use as well. $1,700 flight mid-June, 19-hour travel time, 18-hour return, saving $300 by driving 90 minutes to another airport, but that's maybe not worth it. Fafin, that is an expensive lunch. That's an expensive lunch. But hey, if you can swing it, I mean, $1,800 if you can swing it. I mean, I will be going to Paris for TwitchCon, so if you want to meet at TwitchCon and have lunch, worth every Swiss franc, krona. So the idea is you can change and configure things, right, as you need to. So what I'm thinking is I could dissect each of these parts into parts for analysis in Count, because I mean, basically all of these things which are dynamic, I could change to being dynamic field names. That's my idea anyway. I don't know if it will work, but it's something we can try out. So let's try it out. So you start with your data. So let's do it. Oh, first thing we want to do, we want to give our count canvas a nice little background color. We did this last time. This was so much fun. Now my canvas is green screened. That is amazing. This is super cool. Nice. I will throw in a free SQL template with the lunch. If you want to spend $2,000 to come out here and have lunch with me, I will definitely throw in a free SQL template. If you want to spend $2,000 to get here and have it, yeah, absolutely. Definitely. That is a good deal. Total bargain. All right, so base data. This cell is empty. It is. Oh, that's just the hex code. Okay, so our base data is from the BigQuery public data bike share trips. I don't know if this actually works. Oh, it does. Okay, nice. All right, so that works. Ooh, Jay Walter, 75 on the drop. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we have our base data. Hi, Captain. You forgot about time zones. Oh gosh. Time zones are a thing, aren't they? So we have, let's call this as it is in the template. Your data. Okay. Oh look, I finally dropped as well. So you have your data. This is going to be annoying. I have to put this off to the side or something. So the canvas can be as big as you want it to be. For the moment, we're just going to do a raw test to see if this even works. So then we have field selections. So we're going to do another code thing here. We're going to call this field selections. Now, here we have to do this. Okay, so this is the part we need to make dynamic. So we need to be able to select a dynamic field for the date and the duration. And I would like to make that typable. So Count has this thing where you can add a, where is it? not visual, control. So you have a single select would work. Is this a single select? Static. Dynamic? Ooh, okay, this could work. Let's try this out for a second. So from your data, comma, Captain Beard, you also landed for once. That's nice. We're gonna call this field selection FS user ID. So we add this here, FS user ID. Okay. So then here we would write FS user ID dot value. And this will pull the field that we want from here. You see here, this is null for the moment. So if we do your data column, so you could pick which column. So we could say this has to be bike number, for example. Ah, okay. Does that work? Let's rerun this cell. This still doesn't work. Toggle, filter, single select. Is that because it's like evaluating it afterwards? I'm actually wondering about order of operations here. This was like the thing I'm not sure about, right? Is like making a template. I want to give people the way to control things. String options. I've never used this as an options before. Maybe it has to be the other way around. $100 5-hour trip late June. I might not be here, J. Walter. Remember, we have a new page now. We have a new page called Speaking on my website. So if you go to matty2.shoes/speaking, now you can see things that I will be attending. I actually wanted to add the Twitch event to this. The TwitchCon in July. I actually wanted to add that. Okay, so this doesn't seem to work with this one. Let's try a different field. Let's try a text input. So we're gonna call this FS user ID. Get rid of that. We're gonna call this bike number. Ah, no, that doesn't work. Ooh, that's interesting. So this is not being parameterized for BigQuery. We can see here that it doesn't know how to query the column name because it's just inserting a text. That's not very positive. Okay, so we had single select, number input slider, toggle, filter might work. Maybe. Let's try filter. FS user ID, table, your data. I see. Now that takes all the columns. Difficult. That's very difficult. I don't know if this will work. I'm not sure this will work, chat. Which is disappointing because I was really looking forward to this. Multiple select. No, I don't want multiple select. Single select. Static. I have to read the documentation for this. Help and support. Let's look at, it's called controls. Control cells. Custom control cells. Interactive control guides. Date ranges, date groupings, search? Artist search. How did they combine this? Ah, because it's dot value. Aha, so they... Maybe there needs to be an intermediate step. Okay. There might need to be an intermediate step. That is possible. So let's do field pre-selections. So we do field pre-selections and we say this pulls from a single select table your data column bike number static dynamic. What if I want all of them? Oh, then I do need multi-select. Wait. Maybe that's the thing. So your data column bike number. Nothing selected. All values. And then we call this FS user ID. Hold up a second. Ah! Here we go. Okay. So this is where you can now select the user ID. Ooh, okay. So this works. This actually works now. That's kind of impressive. I think we need to change the background to something more like party, because it's too hard to see. This is the real stream. You are currently watching the live stream. That's right, you are watching the live stream. Product should come with a demo video. You know, I wanted to record a demo video. And I didn't find the time. I might add one later. I could add one in here. I can add a demo video. For now, I'm just gonna let it sit there for a while. The feedback has been, so far the feedback has been very good. But I haven't made any sales yet. So we will see what happens. It's a test, right? It's a test. Regardless, I can use this for making my cohort analysis. So it's not like it's not wasted time if no one buys it. Even if one person buys it, it's already worth it, kind of, right? In my opinion. But essentially, this is a bit confusing with the background. So essentially, now you have a user ID field you can use. Now we can actually chain multiple of these together. We can say, okay, we want to give them activity date. So we're gonna do cast fs activity date dot value. So we need to actually include all of these here. FS user ID, FS activity date. One random customer gets a demo video with you in a bunny suit. Gotta buy to find out. It's a gotcha. That could be fun. We're gonna take the start date. So that would work. I'm going to take out all the comments for a moment. Okay, so now then the duration is the metric that we want to use. So we're going to call this fs metric. And we do fs metric here. And then we say from here we do fs metric dot value. Thanks for the good vibes, Fafin. I appreciate it. So now here for the metric, I want to have duration in seconds. And this should produce the exact same values that I had before. Ooh. That looks correct to me. Is it for ordered by user or something? Yeah, it is ordered by user. Okay. So this is already parameterized, the first part. Next we have the cohort selected. So we have a value that's called cadence. So this we could actually just create a field. Single select. No, actually it would be a text input. It would be a text input. We're just gonna call this cadence. Oh wait, no, we can make this a drop down, can't we? Because it's fixed values. Okay, hold on. What's drop down? Drop down. Single select. I think this was the options thing. So you can say daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Oh, that's really cool. This is really cool. Okay, so we call this cadence. These good vibes being 69 points makes me question what flavor of vibes they are. What would you say the vibe flavor is, if you had to guess? And then we would have a slider, probably, or the look ahead. Oh, we called this period. Period, minimum of 1, maximum of... Ooh, that's a difficult one. 1,000 is theoretically possible. Can I not put 1? Yes, I can, actually. Maybe it shouldn't be a slider. Maybe it shouldn't be a slider. Minimum period has to be 1, though. This is kind of cool, though, that it is a slider. Okay, okay. So what comes next? Once you have cadence and once you have period, then you have all of the stuff that happens. So I could just wrap all of this into one query. In theory. This part. I could wrap all of this. Plum flavored vibes. How interesting. What makes you say plum? What are we gonna call this? Let's call this final frame. No, it's not final frame. It is not the final frame. Well, okay, actually it is final frame. Final frame. Thing is, I just don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, so from field selections, that's correct. User dates, user the fs user ID is coming from field selections. Okay, that actually should work. Ah, here, cadence. Okay. So where cadence is coming from... We have to add cadence here as a thing. So cadence.value. We have to update these to be cadence.value. Plum feels right to you, Fafin. You mean plum as in plum, the fruit? No, it's not a fruit. Is it a fruit? Yeah, plum is a fruit. Plum? Plum. Plumba? Because plum... You mean this? Because that's something else. Or do you mean... plum? Plum flavored vibes. Plums are delicious, actually. I should eat fruit. I should be eating more fruit. I really should be eating more fruit. Anyway, so, did we have ads in the past 5 minutes? Plumbus is lead, yes. But actually there's the whole Rick and Morty thing with Plumbus, right? So I have to replace cadence.value here. Okay, so cohort order. All that's fine. Cohort sizing. So I need to bring in cadence here again. And then change this to cadence.value. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, it's fine, it's just the size. Okay. I can make this wider so it's easier to read. Cadence.value. Again here, cadence.value. And if you're trying to copy this to save yourself 59 bucks, go ahead. Good luck with that. If you want to reconstruct the code through the VOD. If you have that kind of time, I'm very impressed. Cohort rank, cohort format, cohort size. Yeah, so we need to get the size from somewhere. Where was the sizing coming from? We called it period. Where is the period coming from? What did I call it here? Cohort look ahead. Cohort look ahead. Activity aggregation. All dates. Here it is. From cohort look ahead. So this is actually going to replace this. So this is actually going to replace this. It's going to actually be called period. And then this is going to be period.value. And then this creates a AR. This creates an array. This unnests it time since joining, and then it unnests there. And that should be the only place where I need to change that. And then we do select star from final frame. Table cohort selected must be qualified with a dataset. Okay. Where is that? Cohort selected. Where is that? Where is this? Cross join. Sorry, I still have a cough. It's not entirely gone, chat. It's still not entirely gone. Cross join cohort selected. Ooh, what is cohort selected? Ah, that's the cadence. Sorry. Cross join cadence. Cohort selected must be qualified. Okay, it's still in somewhere else. Where is it? I wanted to highlight it. This is the only problem I have with highlighting, is I don't know where it is. Cohort selection. Selected. In activity cohorts. So we did that. And then it's in cohort sizing. Oh yeah, it just replaces it, doesn't it? Okay. And then in activity aggregation. Because it didn't know where to get that information from. Will this work? It's doing something. It's doing it, I think. It's taking a very long time to compute. I'm a bit worried about that. Oh, what did I set? Oh no. What did I set as the... Oh, it's doing 334 days, that's why. Weekly and then, oh my gosh. 10 weeks. Maybe I should change those defaults. Yeah, that was probably the issue. It was in the background. It was creating a ton of cohort analyses. Cohort. I don't know what sounds more correct, chat. Cohort, or cohort. This is taking a very long time to compute. The second one. I agree with you, Fafin. Yo says the second one too. Cohort. Why is this taking so long? Doesn't make any sense. Have I hit some kind of rate limit? Is that possible? Is there a BigQuery rate limit? There probably is, of some level. Although I have billing set up, so... Cavorting with friends. I mean, I could try and... Maybe it's because it... Oh, maybe I shouldn't output all the columns. Cahooting with accomplices. Also, I effed up scheduling an Amazon return. Now I gotta walk to a further place to drop off one of the 2 pairs of shoes I bought on trial. Guess I get to walk in the other pair that I'm keeping. So you're saying... What you're saying, Yoast, is that you're going to walk in someone else's shoes? No, your own shoes. This is not good. What's happening here? I'm going to change this value to max 10. Just so it's not doing something in the background. Because I'm a bit worried that it's doing something in the background there. And creating some crazy level of query that I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure why this isn't rendering. Now they're officially mine. Slip-on Skechers. Ooh, I actually really like slip-on shoes. I quite like slip-on shoes. I'm a bit partial to slip-on shoes. I don't like laces. What should we do, chat? What should we do about this? Very frustrating. Because if it was an error, it would error out. Maybe we try to take the period out as a slider and make it a number input. So we take this, call it period old. Hold on, period old, and then call this period. And we're gonna call the period 1. And that should be updating now. I wish I could see in the background. Oh wait, I can see. Hold on, chat. I can log into my BigQuery console and see the queries that are running. I can see, of course. Somehow. Personal history. What day's today? 19th of May. Ah, here we go. Project history. How do I see? Filter query status running. Oh. Yeah, chat, they're still running. That's the problem with the queries. They are still running. Can I stop them? Oh, what? What happened there? What? Yikes. Okay. Filter status running. Can I like stop the queries here? Oh wow, it just keeps crashing. Error code 11. Why does that keep happening? This is like weird. Why does that keep happening, chat? Oh no. It's running so many queries. Now I'm really worried. No! This is horrible. I can't stop them from running anymore. Or maybe I can. Can I stop the query from running? I need to run. I have a handsome rest of your lunch day. You'll beat Salma. I believe it in you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fafin. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Plot twist. Tries to make money online. Ends up losing money via compute time. Yeah, that's what I'm a bit concerned about now. Okay, I'm just going to reload the canvas. I don't think it stops computation, but... She's had like 250 gifts. What? What? Fafin, is that a typo? 250? What? What? Wow. That's incredible. 62,000 bits. No. What? That must be an absolutely insane stream. That must be insane. What's going on over there? 180 gift subs from the same... That's madness. That's absolute madness. What? Oh, damn. That was the butter joke. From Dan. Oh, I see. Dan went crazy because of butter. Okay. Okay. BigQuery job manager. Same person has gifted 62,800 bits. Oh my gosh. That is... Wow. I want the UI. BigQuery jobs. No! BigQuery job list in the console. You're in the second place with most gifted bits with 6 bits. What is this about butter, this new JavaScript thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I don't want... Why is there no real documentation about BigQuery's console? You know? Like, if I type BigQuery job list, why can't I get... Is this the person who said, this is what happens when I live with my parents and make tech bro salary? At least Dan is honest about that. That's very funny. That's very funny. Filter, status. I think we just have to wait. Because these are still running. I'm concerned because I want to... Oh! Why does it keep erroring them out? This is what I don't get. Someone who worked on Astro and SolidDocs was talking coyly about a new project called Butter, but I have no idea what it was. Okay, I have no clue. I don't keep up with tech bro stuff, so I don't have no idea. I don't look at frameworks, I don't look at engines, I don't look at any of the development stuff, because it's just not my thing. It's just not my world. I live in the data world, so none of that stuff ever concerns me. Show job details. Wow, this keeps airing out. I can't believe this. Take care, Fathin. Thank you again for stopping by. Appreciate that. This is very, very, very bad. Can I stop it from running? I mean, short of changing the password, short of changing the credentials. Cancel? I think my BigQuery instance is having problems. Oh. Wait, is this still running? How come I can't stop it? How come I can't stop a query that's running? BigQuery stop running query. Cancel a job. Oh my gosh. What? What is this? What kind of... Why do I need to look at code to cancel jobs on BigQuery? Why can't I do this in the job, in the actual UI? Oh, do I have to go via CLI? Thanks, Yoast. Managing jobs. Blah, blah, blah. BigQuery. BQ show. Authorize. Oh. Authorization stuff. Okay. BQ show. Don't worry, nothing can happen. The most that can happen is you'll pay $1,000 every 7 minutes. Okay. Yeah. There's no API log flag, so non-critical logging is disabled. BQ show job equals true. Cannot determine job description. What? So I haven't even set up the console. Project history, click a job, list a job, BQLS. Calling the... By the time I figure this out, this is for objects. Okay. Ah, here we go. Job execution was cancelled. Ah, wait. That's good. Are these all still running in the background? Managing jobs. Using the BQLS, using the jobs list, blah, blah, blah. Console. BQ. Issue the BQLS command with one of the following flags. BQ show. What? I don't understand. Project Maddie Two Shoes. BQLS dash jobs equals true. Maddie Two Shoes. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I want jobs where is it? I want to have the ones where I only want the jobs. Yeah, here we go. You can cancel a running or pending job. Cancel a job. BQ cancel with the job ID. So how do I know if a job is still running? I need the job ID. Okay. So if I just copy this and I just do BQ cancel. BQ cancel. What? There's no current status running. It says it's canceling it now. So it says it's canceling it, but it doesn't want to cancel it. Oh my gosh. Oh! User requested cancellation. Job has been cancelled successfully. Okay, next. This one. Okay. Hey, the console is a bit... So you have to do them each number by number? Wait, can you cancel all the jobs? I wish you could do all the jobs at once. Hi, Cypher Enigma. Good afternoon, evening to you. Good time zone to you. Can you make a template for requesting refunds from Google? Hey, 5shot. What am I working on? I'm currently working on canceling jobs in BigQuery because I'm a little bit concerned that I may have requested an absurd amount of data and am going to be charged a ridiculous amount of money for it. So I'm currently canceling all my jobs in the BigQuery
My
console.
favorite data, information. Ones and zeros never lie.
I love absurd amounts of data and I cannot lie. Hi, Blue Squid. But what am I working on is, well, I've launched my first digital product. You can head over to store.matty2.shoes to take a look. It is a BigQuery SQL template for doing a cohort analysis. So if you need to do any kind of segment of customer analysis over time when they did a particular action, so against a particular metric, then you can basically download this template from 59 Swiss francs or more if you choose. And that's it. You can execute it in BigQuery and then you get a beautiful cohort analysis table. And what I'm currently doing, 5shot, is I'm putting this into a count template so that you can actually change the fields here rather than editing the code yourself. And if someone is a count customer, I could sell them the template instead. So that could be good. That could work. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So that canceled. I canceled the oldest query first because that was the one that had the most potential for cost. I think there's only 3 queries still here, which is good. BQ cancel that. How are you doing, 5shot? It's very good to see you again. Cypher, how are you? And Blue Squid. It's also very nice to see all of you again. It's very nice, really. Jog has been cancelled. Oh, that was very quick. So there's 3 left. BQ cancel this one. And I can already prep this one. I'm spectacular. I'm on vacation as of 6 minutes ago. Congratulations to you, Cypher Enigma, for being on vacation. Awesome. That's amazing. BQ cancel this job. I think there's only 2 left. Yep. 1020. That was a long time ago. And then we can go look at the costs and be very afraid. We can see how much we spent. I hope we didn't spend anything. If you want to do something, import your advertising costs into GA4. There's a bit of a problem with hosting the output on SFTP, generating campaign IDs, and keeping all sorts of API up to date. I don't have any advertising costs. Fortunately, though, 4x. Ooh, Cypher, you landed. 85, very nice. So this is the last job. There we go. All the jobs are toast. So it's time to go look at the costs. I think I might hide this from you, chat. I'm very sorry. I'm a little bit concerned. How can I view my costs right now? Cost breakdown. Alert! Alert! What's the alert? Alert. Oh no. Okay, I don't think I was charged anything. Is there no usage? I don't know. Ah! It says 0. It says 0. Oh. It says 0, chat. So I think I might be safe. in terms of usage. I need to look at the actual usage though. 1 second. BigQuery. Hi, Exegete. Good to see you again. You haven't used BigQuery yet, but you think you might use it in a bit. Well, 5shot, this product might be something for you then. It might be something for you, it might not be. I was more concerned about something that is highly demanded in the market and no one is doing it. So I'm actually, Forex, I'm actually looking into potentially doing templates for GA4 data next. I am not doing it right now, but if there is potential for it, I know that there is a lot of companies now moving to GA4. I know it's a possibility. I need to see if it's worth it, basically. BigQuery usage costs. What I'd be doing it for is for self-learning. Everything we have at work is in Databricks, Spark, AWS, Delta tables. So 5shot, BigQuery has a very generous free tier. There is a free tier. So that's not so bad. It's really not that bad. Really not that bad. It is on-demand pricing. Query surprising. Okay, let's just go to billing. Let's go to billing. Oh, who turned my lights out? Jay Walter. Why would you turn my lights out like that? Why would you do that? Oh, snap! Oh, snap. Panther. Are Why would you do that at the moment of the raid? Why would you do this? Oh, no! And a time warp. Oh my word. Oh. Shame on you. Shame on all of you.
Imagine if you saw that.
Lights go out, stream disconnected, raid bursts in. Yeah, that is basically how things work here. Panther, did you finally get your website deployed? Did you do it? Is whitepanther.com? Oh, it's updated. We have to look at this. Am I selling ass.com? I am not. I am not. I'm not selling ass.com. Thank you very much, Basti, for the follow. And thank you, Panther, for bringing in 120 raiders. That is a absolutely chonkers raid. Absolutely chonkers. My name is Maddie. Maddie Two Shoes. I'm also part of the Claw. White Panther is my fearless leader. And today I am also launching, or I have launched something. I have launched my first digital product. So we didn't coordinate launch days, by the way, just so that's clear. Panther and I did not coordinate launch days at all. This is the real stream. You are currently watching the live stream. That's true. You are currently watching me live. Tim, thank you very much for the follow as well. Welcome in, everybody. MDS Ubuntu, Ketern, Blue Squid, Lars, Wilder, Basti, Exegete, JD, AJ, Lady of Code, hi, good to see you. Baffled, hi, Baffled, good to see you again. Who else is here? There's lots of other people here. It's so great to see all of you. I am indeed not selling ass.com because I do not own the domain ass.com. Hi, Willow, good to see you as well. No, I launched my own digital product today as a data person. I launched a template, a SQL template for cohort analysis. Cohort analysis. I've been told that you should put the co at the beginning. What is a cohort analysis, you may ask? Well, if you go back 2 hours in the stream, then I explained it. No, basically, it is about a certain type of analysis that us analysts or people working with data do, and it is fairly complex to do, but I've built a template that allows you to do it across pretty much any type of data set you need. Like longitudinal studies. No, not quite, Cypher. So a cohort is basically a group of people or products or items or like subscriptions or something like that. And basically you group them together and you say, all right, I have a group of things, right? I have a group of things. Excuse me. My drawing board is not cooperating. Why is this not cooperating? There we go. So you have a group of things, right? And you have different groups of things, and you want to group them together. How many webs could a web chunk launch if a web chunk could launch webs? Very good question, Ketturn. What do you think? So yeah, like Gen X, right? Gen X, Millennial, etc., right? Those are groups of people, right? Now what you do is you basically say in a cohort analysis, you basically start with periods and you say, okay, in month 0, I have 100%. In basically 0 period, I always have 100% for all of my different cohorts. So let's say this was Gen X, and let's say this was Gen Z, and this was Millennial, okay? And now, in the first month, I have 100, but let's say in month 1, I only have 90% of these left, or 95, or 55, or 13%. It basically tells you how many are still doing the thing that you're measuring against. So I built a template using, I used the ride-sharing San Francisco rideshare dataset from BigQuery. I just need to stop you for a second and thank you for not forgetting the forgotten Generation X. Yes, do not exclude anybody. So basically, with a template, you would generate a table. The table would look something like this, for example. Yes, we're going to look at your website, Panther. I'm definitely going to roast your website. So this is what the table would look like, right? So you would have 118 or 181 bicycles in this case. That's the size of the cohort. Obviously in month 0 or week 0 in this case, there's 181 bicycles there. But then as you get to like week 1, week 2, week 3, how many of those bicycles are still active? It can actually go up and down. It doesn't always have to go down. Typically it does reduce, but it can go up as well. So of the 181 bicycles in the beginning, in the 6 weeks later, there's only 146 of them still active, which is 81%. And so you don't need to do all this math, right? That's the whole point. You don't need to do all this math because I've done it for you by building this template. I've spent 3 months. I've spent 3 months developing this with also feedback from the community, from others. It's 230 lines of SQL, and you can order it right now if you want. There's even a guided implementation version where I will sit with you for an hour to adapt it to your data set, right? So that's something. But anyway, that's what I'm launching today. Now, what I'm doing on stream right now is I am adapting this code to run in a data visualization tool that I use called Count. Count is free to use, actually. 230 lines is a hefty bit of SQL. Yeah, it's a bit chunky. It's a bit chunky. I've written longer statements. Let's be fair. I've written more significantly long statements. But yeah, who set Toblerone as background? I actually don't know. I don't know who did that, but I'm very glad that I have a chroma keyed background so that I can have a see-through browser window. Who set my background as balls? Oh look, it's balls next to Salma's face. That's pretty funny. Hi, Steve. So yeah, basically I'm doing this in a way that you could just pick, instead of updating the code, you could just pick. Well, you started calling me Matthew, so, you know, like, you started calling me by my first name, so I thought it's only appropriate, Panther, to start a call D's background. Hi, Rudix. So yeah, and what happened was I had this set to maximum of 1,000, so it started computing 1,000 days as a cohort, and in the background that was, yeah, maybe causing some issues. So I had to cancel all the jobs in BigQuery. So that's what we were doing just before we got raided. And now I want to see your website. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. Oh, light mode. Appreciate that there's light mode though. That's cool. Oh, this is so nice. And this automatically links to the video from earlier. Oh, that is so cool. 90 million lumens indeed. That automatically links to the video from earlier too. That's super nice. Yeah, total flashbang. Latest news and activity. Oh, lovely animations. This is so cool. Is there a search bar? Is there a search? I felt like this could be search. Like I was going there to sort of search, but it's not. But I like this. I write code for your entertainment. I am a live streamer, software engineer, and developer educator. Oh, that's okay. Ah, so there is a search on the blog. Oh, nice. Very nice. Let's look for SQL. Is there anything SQL? Oh, no results found for SQL. Panther, have you never written about SQL? But it's interesting. It suggests one anyway. I like that very much. I like that no results found. How about this latest? That's very cool. We can compare it with my site, which is absolute trash in comparison. Front-end coder ignores SQL. Breaking news. I added a new page to my website yesterday. Compared to your site, this site looks like trash. Let's be honest. This is some dude who decided to code everything himself, who doesn't have enough additional knowledge. But I do have a 90 million versus 1 million lumens filter as well. So I would say we have feature parity when it comes to that. But I like the design a lot. A did a great job. Oh, this is cool. You're kissing the moth. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh no, that's too big. This is cool. You're kissing the moth. We're gonna screenshot that. That's very nice. So yeah, I was trying to estimate my query costs because I'm a little bit concerned that the queries from before may have caused some issues. But apparently, there's no costs yet. So I think I might be okay. Hi, Fallen. Fallen, thank you for the follow. I'm so far behind, mine doesn't have more than one color palette. Hey, Ketern, getting something online is the most important thing. Honestly, I think that's the most important thing, is just having something online. I don't really think it matters so much how it looks like. Today's the 19th. Okay, so it hasn't shown up yet, but for now it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be charged anything for the shenanigans, which is nice. I'm very happy about that. I'm a little bit sick. The H1 on my side is this site can't be reached. That's pretty good. Yeah, so we can retry to run this query, and then I could build some visualizations. Silence of the Lambs subliminal messages. Okay, so let's try this again. I hope that with the period set to weekly and with 1 week as period, this shouldn't take too long to execute. Fallen, have you also come in with the raid, or have you decided to join us from Twitch's recommendations? What brings you to the stream? Chianti background. So if any of you are curious while this is running, if any of you are curious, how is it that my browser window is transparent? It's a good question, isn't it? There's a very simple answer. The background of my stream is color keyed out. That is the background of my desktop. And I have a color filter. I have a color filter on my source in OBS that I can toggle on and off. It is indeed keyed. And it's actually kind of funny because a transparent browser window is amazing. Panther, yes. Thank you very much for the raid. Congratulations on your launch. And great to see you, of course, streaming. Why is anything clear? It's always keyed. This is taking forever to execute, and I do not know why. So we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch gears, and we're going to do something completely different because this is obviously not working for whatever reason, and I'm going to debug it later. Came from the raid, but I've been recommended a while back by Panther. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this is not working, and that's fine. We're going to switch to something completely different. But first, we need to take a short break. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, and we didn't take a break. So we're going to take a 3-minute break. There will be some ads running, but you're not going to miss anything because I'm not going to be here. There's going to be a be right back screen playing clips and showing the webcam with our 2 bunnies. So if you get less than 3 minutes of ads, which is possible, then you will have this screen for some time. And when we come back, we are going to try playing with all of my lights because the software I use to automate my stream has added hue support in beta, Philips Hue. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to try that when I get back. So we're going to take 3 minutes and we will see each other then. We will see each other in 3 minutes. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. So you should also get a drink or something, take a short break, and try and drop and hit 100. Wow. It's not that easy. Early afternoon.
I mean,
why? Why have you done this? Also, Rugmat, what kind of idea did you get? No! Why have you done this? You're not supposed to watch this anymore.
We've gone
Central Pennsylvania. I live at 308 Nagoya RO Lane. Nice try, bad cop.
No, it's like 8 levels.
I know what level that is. This is the idea. Oh no, did you just clip this? Did you just clip that? We have had to disable the Pokemon command, TD. The reason is that it breaks Memebox currently in its current version. Noob is aware of the garbage. The music. Yes. Oh wow, XCG got a 20 on the D20 roll. That's very impressive, Karen. Thank you for telling me. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Love you too. Bye. Yes. Well, that was a very interesting phone call from Karen. Go here. Chat, you've lost, haven't you? C3PO. No matter where you go, even if you go A1 or B3, you've lost. So let's say, chat, let's say you went here, I would go here. Boom. Beat ya, chat. Not if we never decide to go. I beat chat in a game of tic-tac-toe. You won't believe what happened next. What they've added is the ability to use this alias in a where clause and a group by clause and the having clause, which would normally not be possible, which is absolutely great. For a really long time. Oh no. I see that chat has gone ham on Thor's hammer again. T. Drayson has struck Yoast with Thor's hammer. Yikes. Well, when you want to learn, teach me again. I shall teach you again, Dr. Dynamite. How to stream. By showing you all the things not to do while streaming today. Okay, 5 more colors, and then we're gonna end stream for today.
Sorry, got to take this. It's my mum.
That sounds like a phone call. Oh, that's hilarious. Hello, chat, and welcome back. Good to see you again. I hope you took a short break yourselves as well. I saw that Jerry was quite active on break. So we have 2 bunnies. They're rescues, Ben and Jerry, and they're very friendly with us. They're very friendly with us, but they like to cause shenanigans. They like to cause shenanigans. Very cute though. So we're gonna change gears, chat, and we're gonna do some really funny stuff with Philips Hue and Atom. Atom is the software that we use on stream to automate a lot of the things that happen in the background, like playing alerts and all kinds of interesting stuff. And so Atom has added support for Hue, and I wanted to take a look at what I can do for changing my lights. I've wanted to have a thing to turn off all my lights for a long time. At the moment, lights off only turns off these 2 lights in front of you, in front of me, on my face. But I've wanted to have a thing to turn off all my lights. So we can actually now test out that. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Yeah, exactly. That is 90 million lumens. And it also blinds me. So for example, Hue, I already have a test rule for this. So I was doing something with shell commands, and that obviously doesn't work very well. So new action. Oh yeah, so if you set this up, you go to integrations and you connect your Philips Hue bridge. Basically, you just press Philips Hue, and then you have 60 seconds to press the button on the bridge. There's a little button on top of the Hue bridge at home. You need, I believe you need a Hue bridge to do this. So now if I go to device and I go to Philips Hue, and then I say action, change light state, I can choose which light. Interesting. Which light? 60 seconds, so quick. What are we talking about? What? Convenience store shafted me again, and they won't take my return pickup, so now I have to walk all the way in the opposite direction for store number 2. Yoast, I'm very sorry to hear that. And Steve, what do you mean by 60 seconds? Gone in 60 seconds. Which is the thing... Okay, wait. This is in my office, but why is it undefined? Game room. Standing lamp. There's... okay. Shelf. That's the small one. You said something about you have 60 seconds. I don't remember saying that. That's cool background though. Okay, so change light state, undefined shelf off. And now I can copy this and then go power on, and I can set a delay of 5 seconds. Save. Okay, let's try. So if I enable this and press play. Oh, it did. It turned off the light over there. Okay. You can't really see that though. So let's pick a different light. Let's pick a different light. Let's make this the standing lamp. That's the big one that you see over here. Standing lamp. Save. Turn this off for 5 seconds. Okay. So there we go. It actually just works. Just like that. Now the question is, should I give you the ability to change my lights? Because I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Yes, always. Because that's one of like the classic streamer things. Is like giving chat the ability to turn my lights on and off and change color. So let's look at the existing channel point redemption for lights out, which is here. Change light state. So these are for the Elgato lights in front. And then there's a scene filter that I change because it's not dark enough with all the lights off, because it just shows my face. I could actually delete that in theory, but let's add one to here. Let's add the Philips Hue. Change light state. Standing lamp off. Oh, interesting. You can set a variable? Interesting. What variable would you use for that? Action delay 0. Because this goes up here. And then we're going to copy that. And we're going to do change light state on. So this is automatically set to 30 seconds. So if someone were to trigger now the lights out channel point redemption, it would now turn off all of my lights. The entire room, actually. All the lights will go off. Which is kind of funny. I don't know what it's going to look like. I mean, you won't see me. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, it didn't turn out the one in the corner. You don't see that because of the filter. Did you just all trigger lights out at the same time? That's gonna triple redeem that. That's gonna triple redeem. I need to copy it. Standing lamp. I need to add the other lamp in, because it only turned off one of them. Shelf. That's the one. And then I need to copy this. Yep, it's just gonna keep queuing them now. It's just gonna keep queuing them. Shelf. Standing lamp. Shelf. Here we go. Okay, so that's updated. So that's already done. Lights out is good. Or we should see the light on your face. Teamwork makes the dream work. Does the filter also turn off your screen? No. So that's the thing, actually. It doesn't turn off my screen. Because I'm actually... Well, that's the question. Should lights out... Should you see the light from the monitor on my face when all the lights go out? That's the question. Like, should you now see the green hue of my monitor? Or should you see nothing? Uh-oh. This is gonna cause some shenanigans. Ah! Why would you... Steffi. Why would you do that? I need to have a queue for lights. I need to have a queue for lights. That is what I've learned. I need a queue for lights.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
I need a queue for lights. How do I do that? Queues. Lights. Queue runners. 1. Queue time. How long do lights stay off for? Fine, no queue for lights. Fine. Fine, no queue for lights. What's the cooldown? So Steve, there are cooldowns. There are cooldowns on some of the actions. They just take they just take a certain amount of time. So like Lights Out has a 30-second cooldown because it takes 30 seconds for the lights to come back on, you know? Did I miss any messages? I didn't want to miss anything. Yes, a certain amount of time, exactly. So let's give you the ability to change the color of my stream. So you'll notice I already have some of these prepared, like Bermuda, Lights Bermuda. So if I go to rules and I go to work in progress and I say hue Lights Bermuda. Ooh, I could just say lights. I could make a switch rule here. I could probably do a switch rule. Uh-oh. 23 degrees. Oh! That's not very flattering. Thank you so much, Steve. That is not flattering at all for my face. That is really not flattering. A 23-degree improvement. Oh. Okay, so lights colored. So what we can do is we can say, if I use any of the Twitch triggers, channel point redemption, and the redemption is, for example, Lights Bermuda. And then I can copy this and I can say if it's Lights Blue, for example. Like I can basically make it a single rule. I can make it trigger on multiple different channel point redemptions. So that's the easiest way to do that, especially if you have different light colors that you want to set. So in this case, what you would do is you would make a switch case probably. So the switch case will be the default if, I guess, if someone changes the lights. That could be an if, actually. 77 degrees is from the other side. Oh, no, no. Wow, that's like a complete thumbnail right there. So Twitch variable is user input. Ah, so we could actually change, we have to test if we could actually change the lights according to what color people want. That could be really cool. Change light color. Light. Undefined standing lamp. Light color. Oh, interesting. So this is based off of a hex code. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Okay, so this has to be... Yeah, okay. I mean, people would have to enter the exact value. We could do it that way.
Garbage.
Let's test this out. Let's see if it works. Okay, changed it to red. So that worked. Change light color. So if Twitch user input contains red, so we would only need one channel point redeem, and it would be change light color. So that's actually easier. This is a Pikachu? What a weird background. So we could actually just take the lights Bermuda. We could call this change light color. Changes. Okay, that's kind of obvious. Pick from red, yellow. Write a color name of your choice. It may or may not exist. Work. It's the one near the eye hospital where the Syrian dictator used to work. What? What? What are you talking about, Yoast? Update, I've returned my returned my parcel. Can highly recommend the Stop Food and Wine in London on 202 City Road. Very helpful and friendly, and a nice selection of Arizona iced teas. Fascinating. User input, yes. The color is purple and the cost is 4. Okay, so this is now called change light color. So we can actually delete the others. We can delete this one. No, that's enable. We can delete lights blue, lights red, and I thought there was another one. Wasn't there a light saffron? Where was it? I like to think my random updates help balance out the stream. That's a kid's ass. Why are we staying in a kid's ass? Well, change the background if you don't like it. You know? If you don't like it, chat, then just change the background. You're in control, you know? You're in total control. Yeah, see? Garbage background. Much better. Change light color. Clippy. Bunny cam, end stream. Okay, this is good. So I'm going to put this into the active. Shoop. Like that. So now I have a rule for change light color. And we can just delete that. And then we have an if else. So change light color. So if this is that, we do that. We can add, can we add another if statement? How do we add another if? How do we add another if to this? I forget. Is that only, maybe it has to be the other one. What's it called? Sequence? No, switch case, that's the one. Do you have preset images? Baffled. The images from the background are coming from Pexels, the website. I don't know if you know Pexels. But basically, I use a tool that automatically fetches an image result. So if you search for lights, it will give you a result. Oh, like here it is, for example. You see? That's this image right here. So basically, it will randomly pick a result from the API, and that's the background that will be set. Kid eating broccoli. Oh, look at that! Fascinating. I have a child on my stream. Amazing. This is your favorite. Really? This is your favorite photo? A kid eating broccoli? Funny. We actually put from our startup, from our former startup, we actually put all of our food photos on Pexels. So if you search for Cook Eat on Pexels, you actually get our entire library of all of these amazing meal images. And yeah, some of them are really good, like really good. We have some pretty high downloads on some of them. I think we're okay for cuppa. Cookies. Yum. Interesting that it chose like wintertime cookies, even though it's summer right now in this hemisphere. Okay, so change light color. standing lamp. The default color. If someone doesn't enter a color that matches, what should the default color be? I think it should be Bermuda. That is my feeling. That's my feeling. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Do you think that makes sense? I have to go get something. Where is that? Here we go. So here's my palette. Teal. Hi, NotePass. Good to see you again. So this is my standard color. So I think the default should be that. If someone doesn't know, if we don't have it mapped as a color, so the variable will be the user input. Does this have to match exactly? I'm actually wondering. Add an option. Red. Change light color. Hold on, I'm just gonna delete that. Change light color. So this is the standing lamp, and then the other one is the shelf. Change that to this. Enter. Okay, so that's the default color. Okay, so now if there's a red option, you can just drag these. That's what I think is so nice about this. You can just drag them, and then you can just copy them from one to another. So obviously red would be FF000. No need to look that one up. Is this a bug? No. Save. Okay, so save. So technically, if we have the channel point redeem, by default it's going to turn these now blue. Yeah, that's correct. Are they really at 100% brightness? There's a way to find out. If I go to my Hue app. Yep, 100%. 100% brightness. There we go. 100% brightness. So they don't have support for scenes yet, because then I could return it to like my default scene. Although every time I stream, I use a different scene for the lights. So that's fine for the moment. So we have red. So then we should have teal support. No, pass. You said teal. The default color is teal. We're gonna go with pink. So we're gonna do another option. It's gonna be called pink. And then I'm gonna copy that and copy that. And then drag this down here and drag this down here. So this seems to default to white, which is interesting. When you select it, when you copy them, it defaults to white. I don't know if that's intended or not. Maybe. Okay, so let's try it out. Don't waste your money yet, chat. I'm gonna try the lights colored. It's not active yet, but I'm gonna activate it. But don't get all greedy, chat. You don't need to use your points yet, okay? Change light color. There we go. So, change light color. If I say red with capital R, it doesn't... Oh, it hit the default. So it has to be exactly like that. Okay, I'm going to write in the redemption text lowercase only. Write a color name of your choice in lowercase. I'm at a kebab shop ordering a cheeseburger with chips because after this, I've earned it. Yes, Yost, it does seem like you have. So if we do red... Oh, the lights go red. Okay. And then if I do change light color, if I do blue, it goes to the default. Okay, what could be cool is we could have a Twitch message. Send chat message as broadcaster. So we do light, color, and then we say user input not found, defaulting to or we could say light color X not found, setting default color. So just so people know that that's why it didn't work. So if we go change light color and I write white. Light color white not found, setting default color. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Chat, give me all the colors that you want. Give me all the colors, chat. Add an option. Black. Hilarious. You already have that option, Steffi. I will say. Purple. Purple. Copy this one. Copy this one. Open them both. I mean, we could do white. I don't know if it makes sense. Clear! Clear? Kappa! I mean, we could add white. Why not? We can add one for white. I don't mind. You want to turn lights white? I don't care. How many different colors can we go with? It would be cool to parse the hex code and pass the hex code as a hex color. That would be super cool. Okay, so we have white. So this should work with red, pink, purple, and white. So if you all want to have a go changing the colors for a few seconds, I will keep my hands off. I'll keep my hands off, and you can go change the colors to any one of those four. Or turn them off completely. It's totally up to you. Oh wow, that's interesting. Is that white? Looks very purple. Why does that look so purple? Oh wow, that's red, pink, purple, and white. That's probably green. Was that green? Pink? Red? Amazing. About 2 nits in the image. Exactly, NotePass. Wait, but NotePass, it says that you're not watching the stream. It says you're not watching the stream. It says you're listening only. How are you able to see the colors then? Are you listening to the colors? Is that what's happening? Are you listening to them as they're on stream? That's kind of cool. Yellow we should have. I have ascended beyond the scope of normal listening. Oh. Wow. Very cool. Yellow. You listen to the raw DP signal. What does that mean? Wait, so you're listening to the signal of my stream and deciphering what color I am sending you. Okay. Okay, let's do a test. NotePass. I'm going to change the color to something, and you can tell me what color it is, okay? I'm going to change the color of the lights. I'm going to change it via the app, okay? So nothing in chat. Raw display port going through your headphones. Okay, I'm going to change the color in chat. Are you ready? What color am I sending you right now? What color did I change the lights to? Gray? It's blue. Yes! Very nice. Wow, NotePass. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed at your color listening skills. Very impressive. Okay. No way! Clarkio? Is Clarkio here? A Clarkio raid? That's so cool! Hi, Clarkio! It's been a while! That's so good to see you again, Clarkio. Thank you so much for bringing in peeps on this lovely Friday evening.
I'm gonna kill the process.
Oh, wow.
I think I got it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being patient.
How old
Thank you
is this
for-
clip?
And everybody else that's been helping trying to trigger events. I don't know why host is not triggering, by the way. We still need to figure that out.
Host doesn't work anymore. Twitch got rid of that. So this is
why
definitely an older clip.
Stream Elements doesn't have that event firing. It's a hoisting problem, yeah.
Wow.
Clarkio, yeah, pre-beard. And when hosts were still a thing on Twitch. So welcome in, Clarkio. It's so good to see you. How was your stream today? What did you get up to? Did you play Wordle? I have something to tell you about Wordle, Clarkio. Do you have a streak in Wordle? Do you have a streak in Wordle? Because I am very proud of my streak in Wordle right now. But for those of you coming in from Clarkio's stream, my name is Maddie. You can call me Maddie or Maddie Two Shoes, and I am a data person. Sort of, I switch between browser on mobile and desktop and not signed in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm signed in. I'm signed in now. Since a while. My current streak is pretty nice. Captain, thank you very much for the follow. Captain Mythic. That's a great name. You just call him Long Bunny. You can call me whatever you want, basically. I'm a data person, which means I do edutainment, the mixture of education and entertainment content to learn things myself and maybe teach others in the process, mostly about self-learning. In that way, similar to Clarkio, in terms of, yeah, just sharing knowledge and exchanging on topics around data analytics. So I do like SQL stuff, and I've launched a product of my own. I've launched a cohort analysis template in SQL. So if you have any analysts on your team, if you're an analyst yourself, go ahead and link them to that link that you get in chat there with store.maddie2.shoes. It'll take you to a Gumroad page with more explanation about the product. I worked on it for about 3 months, and it took quite a long time to iron out the kinks, because cohort analysis is it's a bit tricky sometimes to get right. So it's 230 lines of SQL. It's a decent template. So it should make things easier for you if you are doing analysis type work of these different cohorts or groups across time. It should make that a lot more straightforward. It's currently set up for BigQuery, for Google BigQuery, but I'm thinking of making alternative versions. Yeah. And so today I've been basically celebrating the launch. We were adapting it to be templated in another piece of software. And now I'm playing with my lights. Now I'm playing with lights. I use a stream software called Atom. Thank you, Clarkio. Thank you very much. I use a piece of software called Atom to automate. Yeah, no worries, Clarkio, if you need to run. Take care. Thank you very much for the raid. You'll be hearing from me on Twitter to thank you for the raid. I write recaps. I write free stream recaps. You can check them out on Patreon. You can just drop a follow. And that's it. Meanwhile, I sit here shouting MySQL into the console MySQL client. Yeah, that's Notepass. I can understand your frustration. So if you drop a follow on Patreon, then you get all the news of, like, if you miss a stream or if you want to know what happened before or after you joined stream, I basically summarize all the streams there. Especially for, we do one segment on Fridays normally, every 2 weeks, called Data Cafe. And the Data Cafe is tons of links to articles and news items from the data world. And so it's great to have all of those links in one place. So yeah, you can go on Patreon and look for yourself. And if you want to support, of course, feel free, but it's not obligatory at all. So I've been messing with my lights. You can currently enter red, pink, purple, white, and yellow as light colors to change the color of the lights behind me. Fun fact, I hate you is seemingly not a valid MySQL command. Welcome to you, Captain. Thank you for stopping by. So if I do change light color and I do blue, for example, it says light color blue not found, setting default color. So we'll set the default color, which is this Bermuda tone. This one here on the left. Sun with cool glasses. Oh, look at that. That's not a bad background. Wow, that's some muscle there. Very nice. 5 D20s. Did you get a 20 on any of them? No. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate, Captain Mythic. Maybe you can try again in a few seconds when the cooldown is worn down. It's missing just about everything I was going for, though. Yeah, it is. So, okay, so we have red, pink, purple, white, yellow. I think we need a blue in there. I think we need a blue in there. New action. We're going to copy that one, drag it down here. Copy that one, drag it down here. And blue. I'm just going to drag it all the way out to get the bluest blue. 1 D20. Ooh, stacking the chances there. 11 is not bad. You can be proud of that. That's pretty decent. All right, so now we have blue, yellow, white, purple, pink, red, and the default color if the color is not found. So there we go. Lights colored is now an official channel point redemption. I will put it here next to lights out. Obviously those are at the same time, but that's fine. Nobody wants cues. So perfectly round rabbit. Yeah, so the search query for that is sometimes like, hold on. The search query for that stuff for the backgrounds is it's kind of funny. Because it basically uses like intelligent search on the API for pixels. So it's not, no, it's not AI generated. No, it's using pixels. P-E-X-E-L-S. So you go to pexels.com. Go to pexels.com and it will give you the image that it thinks it fits. By the way, chat, would you like to play tic-tac-toe? Have we ever played tic-tac-toe together? Just before wrapping up for today. Ellen Husk. Yeah, see, it just gives Husk as a background. I think Pexels doesn't have famous people in it, from what I remember. So if we want to play tic-tac-toe, we would have to name these. So A, B, C, and then 1, 2, 3, okay? So basically, chat has to vote on where they want to go next, okay? Chat, you have to vote on where you want to go, okay? I'm gonna start here. So now chat, you have to say where you want to go next. And you can basically, I don't know, you have to discuss amongst yourselves how you want to beat me at this game. But it is totally up to you what the next move will be. Captain Mythic says A1, okay? Does anyone disagree with A1? Because we could play tic-tac-toe like this, in theory. I've thought about developing tic-tac-toe for chat. It would be kind of funny, I think. I just have so many other projects that I work on that I never got around to it. So Mythic says A1. All right, A1 it is. I will go here. So in order to stop me from winning, you need to do C2. Chat needs to do C2 in order to stop me from winning. Okay, let's say, okay, Captain Mythic, let's play together. Dev Panda wants B3. It's too late. We already said. Okay, hi Dust. I have something to show you, Dust, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go here. So now, Captain Mythic, now you have to choose. Are you gonna stop me from winning? It's not the rash. B3, okay. This is a cat's game though. Because if I go here, or here, or here, it's over. Yeah, I'm gonna go here and then it's over. Nobody wins. Cat's game! But good playing with you. Good playing with you. Captain Mythic. GG's. No, Dust, it is not the rash. Also, Dev Panda, good to see you. Dust, it is actually something very cool with Atom. We should do the same with chess. Someone has to activate good vibes so I can beat you in chess then. That's the only way for me to win. I didn't break anything. I actually just have a question. So I set up a channel point redeem. Thank you for the good vibes. Okay, now we can play chess. Now we could play chess and I will definitely win. Lights colored. Pink. Yep, so pink was in there. I have two questions, Dust. Question number 1. How can I make a switch case where the options are not case sensitive? Is there a way to do that? Because I find that not so perfect. That's question number 1. You can put it in app suggestions. Okay. Question number 2. Can or is it normal that when you copy... Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a bug. Okay. So for blue, I set a color like this one. I set a color, which was this one. I set a color, which was this one. And I save, and I close them. And now it seems to have done something weird. Hey, Death Panda, congratulations. You are indeed famous today. You are now on my stream title. Let's go have a look, Death Panda. Congratulations to you. You are now on my stream title. Yeah, Death Panda, check it out. Ta-da! The Dev Panda is now famous. 40-something gay geek living and working in East London. Lovely. Great description. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick still. Hi, ADD. Good to see you. I have launched my first product. That is correct. It's launch day. So the question is, at some point, this changes to white. It changes to white. So if I copy it, so if I make a new option and I call it, what's another color? Green. If I add green and I copy this one and I pull this down here, this one was blue before. Okay, no shenanigans. Haha! Q. This one defaults to white. Is that normal? Even though this one, when I copied it, it was blue. Because I think it should stay the same color as before. If you're copying something, it should retain the same values. In theory. Thank you, ADD. I appreciate that.
Why?
I don't know. It's not like a big deal, Dust. Like, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I think it's a bit weird as a behavior. Did you miss the demo? I didn't really demo the product so much in itself, but I'm happy to show you if you would like to, ADD. I'm happy to show you. So this could be useful for green screening. Okay, so I've added green as a color. So now we have red, pink, purple, white, yellow, blue, green. I made a change to improve UX when switching hue light color mode so it ensures no bad data can be saved. Oh, very nice. So now if I redeem color... Oh, someone's done it for me. Thank you, DevPanda, for red. I will do green. Ta-da! Now what's really fun is if I do a color that doesn't exist, like black, it will say light color black not found, setting default color. And this is the default color. So that's really cool. I just wonder if it's 100% brightness. Even though I have set 100% brightness in here on all of them, I really wonder whether it's 100% brightness. Because, oh, it really is. It is. 100%. Right there, all the way. That's cool. Yeah, so Dust, #1 suggestion from me is support for scenes, because I typically use dynamic scenes because they change color. So that's the #1 thing still. Yes, I know it's coming. I read it. That's like the #1 thing for me is the scenes. But this is awesome, really good. Super good. Super great. Perfect. Exactly what everybody wanted. Thank you, Mythic. Now I can go back to doing my own thing and no one can see what I'm doing. It's perfect. ADD, did you want a small demo? Oh yeah, WLED. It's not supported yet, right? Thus, the integration setup was amazing. I press hue, I press connect, I go to my hue thing, I press the button, I come back to my desk, it's connected. That's exactly how it should work. That's exactly how it should work. All right, so we're gonna do a quick demo of the cohort analysis template, courtesy for all of those who missed it, but especially ADD. So here is the product page that you find on Gumroad. Basically, there's two versions. There's just a template. If you just want the cohort analysis and you feel confident in just editing the 2, 3, 4 variables that you want to change. So if you fundamentally already know any SQL at all, you can do that. It's super easy. What does a cohort analysis look like? It looks a little bit like this. So you will have a cohort, which is a group, right? So in this case, I use the bicycle rideshare data from San Francisco. So I have a week 48, 2017 cohort, and there are 181. There's 181 cohort size. You can see it's 181 bicycles. The rank is 20, which means it's the 20th largest cohort in the data set of what you've selected, obviously. And basically the time since joining is the cohort analysis. So if you look at a typical cohort chart where it's like month 0, month 1, month 2, it's typically like this. And then it's like 100%, 90%, 80%, whatever. That's basically done here. That's done horizontally as rows so that you can have more data. And the more data is this metric. So you can actually compute a metric. In this case, I've looked at the rental duration as the metric. You can have a metric total for each cohort and a running total for the cohort as well. And then you have a activity, which is both in percent as a decimal and percent as a percent sign, just in case you want to just straight out output it. And that's basically telling you in week 8, there's 153 out of 181 bikes from that week 48 2017 cohort that were still active, which is 85%. And they did a total of this many that was the rental duration for that week. Thank you, Captain Mythic, for joining. It was great to have you here today. So yeah, ADD, I hope that makes sense in terms of like what the data output looks like. What do you do with that? Well, typically, this is still running, by the way. Typically, you will just put it into something that you can visualize. So once you have that data, you can just output it into something like count, for example. I need to check why this query is still running. It's absolutely bonkers to me that that's still running. And yeah, and then you can just visualize it. You can make a cohort table. You can basically have two types of analysis. You can show the metric across time, or you can show the cohort retention across time. Or both, in theory. You could show both, right? So a typical cohort table would look something like this. Where you have the percent retention, and then they colored it according to the percentage. But what you could do is you could have the percentage retention, but you could color it according to the metric. So you could say, oh, my group from April 27, 2014, that's 79 new users, by week 9, there were only 11% of them left, but they generated 50% of my revenue or something like that. And that is super, super valuable. This chart allows you to really see basically retention against a metric. And what's amazing is I'm wearing the perfect shirt for that. Retention Rebel. Cohort charts are often used for calculating retention against a metric. Hi, Owen. So that is what you can do from the output from this template. That is exactly what you can produce. You can produce exactly that chart in whatever tool you want. It can be Google Sheets, it can be Looker Studio, it can be Tableau, it can be whatever you want. You can just download it as a CSV out of BigQuery. And yes, currently the template is made for BigQuery, but I could easily change it to Postgres or MySQL or something like that. It doesn't use super complicated formulas, but there are parts of the template. There are parts of the template like here, for example, where I create, where was it? So I create a unnest. Yeah. So I create an array right here, for example. Right here, when I create a date range, I'm using BigQuery's generate array function. And in other system that won't exist. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different way of doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way of doing that. And yes, this is on GitHub, if some of you have maybe seen. It is on GitHub, but it's a private repository because I am selling it. Yeah, I think you were gifted, Owen. So Dust, your Stripe data from Adam could very, very easily use this template. Because basically Stripe just gives you, Stripe has its own dashboard, which is cool, but I don't think they have a cohort retention dashboard. I think it was gifted, Owen. I think it was gifted. Oh, they do, Dust. That's nice. That's cool. I haven't looked at that recently. That's cool. So yeah. But basically, you're welcome, ADD, and I hope that was useful for anybody else. I may be producing other templates in the future. I mean, this was just one. Generate all days like a date dimension table. Yes, exactly. But only for the cadence or the periodicity that you set for your analysis, right? Because there's no point in me generating 365 days if you've said you want a year. I only need to generate one row. I don't need to generate 365 rows, right? I can roll up everything smartly. That's kind of the idea behind that. So this job has been running. This job has been running for 1 hour, and it has processed 0 bytes. That seems like a bug. That seems like a bit of a bug. I need to send this to count. This is weird. I don't know why that is. I need to put that in there and send it to them. I don't know what's happening with that. But essentially, yeah. If you work with count, I might make this available as a template. And then what you would get here is a visualization from here, right? I would be able to I would be able to build like cool charts and everything. And all you would have to do is hook up your data set up here and then change the fields that you want, all in the settings here. Just change, you know, change from, yeah, if you want weekly or daily or whatever, monthly, yearly, etc. I'm going to change this to yearly. And then whatever, like you could just use it instantly, basically. That would be the idea. So yeah, that's it from me, chat, today. I am still feeling a little bit under the weather, but we will be back on Monday, of course. So it is time to wrap up for today. It's time to wrap up. It's time to say thank you very much for joining for the party. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I was very happy to release something into the wild, something that I'm charging for. It's a bit unusual for me, but yeah, it puts me a bit out of my comfort zone. So we're going to keep the Claw raid train going. We actually have an unofficial raid train happening right now, because Panther raided us, and we are going to raid Metal and Coffee, aka Ebony, because Metal and Coffee is doing some coding work today with Laravel, which I don't know too much about. But thank you, Exegete, Noob, Captain Beard, and T. Drayson for subscribing. Was that today? That wasn't today. That's old news. But thank you to everyone who followed today and showed support. I appreciate all of you. And I hope to see you all on Monday after a lovely weekend. And if I do not, then we will see each other surely sometime in the future. Stay in touch as always. Come join us in Discord for some co-working stuff during the week, or have a look on Patreon for the stream recaps. I try and write everything that we've been up to there and kind of give you a feeling for what's been happening in case you haven't been able to catch the streams, because that's normal. You all have lives and things are happening and you can't always be here. So I don't want you to feel bad. You never have to apologize for not being here. So see you next time. Thank you for your support. Bye bye.